nah, man, I ain't about your toothpaste. Screw your toothpaste. No money in the world is gonna get me to recommend your toothpaste to anyone. Ayo, I'm Tits.
And I'm Areolas.
Doing Late Night with the Devil. What was the first
Devil.
time you've ever heard of this?
I had heard of it, when it did come out, but I just watched it the other day, actually, and was pleasantly surprised. What about you?
I think I saw it on a streaming service, like during Halloween time.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, this is a cool film. So I watched it, then I reviewed it. So I watched it this past year, like a year after it came out. I didn't hear about it until like the streaming service though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was like a Shudder original, right, or something.
Yeah. Did it move streaming services?
I think it was on Shudder, and then like exclusively on Shudder, and then after like a year, they have it kind of more places available. But I know what tripped me out, and I don't know if you noticed, like right just at the beginning of this movie, they had a lot of production companies in this movie. Like, at the beginning when it's like Paramount Pictures, and
it's
then
like
this movie presents this.
New Line Cinema, right?
Yeah. This one had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of them.
8?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. But that's a lot of production companies. I mean, I wonder how much work, how many people need to be involved with this, at what degree. I don't know.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people in the show, so they might have needed a bunch of people. And why pay for extras when you could just use the people that you've already hired to be in the background? I mean,
no, it's smart. It's thinking smarter, right?
Yeah.
It really is.
So, I like how this is established as a documentary, and it's like, this is what happened Halloween 1977 on the talk show Night Owls. This is what happened. And then the documentary brings me up to speed with his success. It wasn't as popular as Saturday Night Live or The Daily Show or whatever, but it was up there. It was like one of those alternatives sites or shows or whatever. And then as soon as his wife died, the show just tanked. It's like what's interesting, I think it has to do with him not being able to hide his dissatisfaction with life and his grieving, mourning the loss of his wife. He can't hide that. And people who want to be distracted by the grim reality of reality, they don't want to think about, oh no, the guy who does all the talkity talk, his wife's dead. That's sad. Oh no, people are going to die. No, everyone I know is going to die. Oh no. No, they'd rather be like, oh, that's cool. There's like a little medium over there. There's a little demon going. Woo! They'd rather see that. They don't want to think about it. And so I think that's why his viewership dropped, because it's the energy. It's not just what you say. It's like the energy in which you deliver it with. Like people can feel that energy. His energy's been off ever since his wife died.
No, it trips me out also because, like, at the beginning, I thought this movie was about like something else, because I thought for sure the talk show host was gonna be the devil, or that's what it made it seem like. That's what I thought, he was gonna be the devil, and he was like interviewing regular souls or whatever. That's what I thought at first. And this movie ended up being kind of a swerve, because it says like, oh, he's part of a society that's kind of like Bohemian Grove, where they might do sacrifices.
Oh yeah, they got the Ozarks, the like celebrities at the Ozarks. Like, and apparently that was a real thing.
Yeah, that's definitely a real thing. And I mean, allegedly, right? I have to say allegedly. But
Allegedly in Minecraft. The Ozarks are real in Minecraft and Minecraft only.
hey, you know they're thinking of making Minecraft too. That Notch was talking about it.
Oh yeah, the what was it called? Levers and chests and levers or something. Not as catchy as the name as Minecraft.
Just the levers.
Yeah, that's what he was like. Hey guys, what do you think of this name? Chests and levers. I'm like, Minecraft has that. Both has chests and levers.
That sounds
Like,
like a Minecraft porn parody, like chests and levers.
yeah. You put your levers in the chest.
Hell yeah, you use
Yeah,
those chests to lift you up. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
Uh,
exactly.
hell yeah.
Um,
No, but they, yeah, it almost alleges that that society that he's a part of that helps, like, entertainers become bigger stars was allegedly maybe how he rose up to being number two, but how he could never surpass that number, get to that number one spot as hard as he tried, even with the dark arts on his side, allegedly again.
yeah, I mean, the beginning of the movie,
Hmm.
it's like, okay, this seems like a normal world, but then like we don't even get a glimpse into the Ozarks until a little bit later in the movie.
That was
Um,
weird, but yeah, yeah,
yeah,
definitely. Uh-huh.
I liked how this movie kind of played out everything as it was going, like as it was relevant. Like, okay, we're doing a talk show host. We're covering a talk show host, and he has an interesting Halloween special. We're
Hmm.
gonna see a demon possessed girl. Was that the original thing? Like,
Yeah,
was that the original plan?
that they were gonna bring that girl that was possessed by a demon, and then they had what other, like, they had a medium, alleged. I keep using the word alleged. A medium on there as the first
Oh,
guest, and then that dude as the
who
second
is
guest.
like,
That,
oh, this is all fake. He's my favorite
yeah,
because
the
he's
the dude that
me.
hated everything. Uh huh.
He's totally me. I'd be like, yeah, this is all fake. Like, I find a horoscope ad on Instagram. This is fake. Why do women fall for this every time?
But he's just such a jerk about it, It's like,
Yeah.
but then again, I'd probably be a jerk about it too. It's like, oh yeah, you're a possessed little girl. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't know, but uh,
Oh yeah, you're possessed. Okay, let's see it now. And then it's like, all right, how do I talk to this demon thing? And it's like, okay, we got to go through a series of rituals. Now everybody chill out, no talking, and then when the chair lifts up, everyone's like, oh, and he's like, no talking. Hush. No. No words, no sounds whatsoever. You got to be in complete silence. And I like that. And then the chair levitates. I'm like, oh, okay. And this isn't like it could be done with wires,
yeah,
but it doesn't seem like it is. And then like the child's head is going berserk, like that, just like that,
exactly like that.
exactly like it.
No, and it starts out like, how it was kind of a documentary where it's a taping of the show, and then the behind the scenes and all that, so the cameras are never really off. But it
Yeah,
starts out seemingly normal with that medium who's kind of seems like a grifter, but then he ends up feeling like a evil presence that's like inhabiting him, and he starts tripping out and bleeding from his eyes and nose and stuff like
and they
that.
have to
And
put like a technical difficulty sign
yeah,
there, like, hey, we have to like not show this. As it's good on the cameraman to be capturing the action. It's not as good as for the people who are supposed to send this to commercial or send the screen. They should have caught that a little bit faster. They left a lot of that on television. Oh my goodness.
well, then it trips you out because it's like, oh, we'll be right back, and then of course if you're at home watching, you just go to a commercial for fucking cereal or whatever, but the people there are still watching what's going on. You know, like
Yeah, the people
what?
there, like the audience, are like, "What is this? Some sort of show going on?" And they have to like escort the guy who's like bleeding. It's just like, "All right, get off now. Goodbye. We're
Yeah,
not
they
going to
don't know
deal with
what's
you."
real. They don't know what's real and what's like a work, like what's fake. You know.
Yeah. I also like the TV show is very heavily saturated, and all the elements are heavily saturated. Then there's after like between in the commercial break, because it's just filmed like
Black and
it's
white.
yeah, it's
I
black
think.
and white, and
Hmm.
how they act so much differently
Hmm.
compared to how they present themselves on the show. Like on the show, they're like, ha ha ha, yeah, we're having a good time. Any hard questions are uh, asked and answered with a smile. Versus behind the scenes are like, this is there's some serious bullshit going on right here. Like they're freaking out, like
Yeah, they're
doing
like, I need a
lines of coke.
fucking yeah,
I need some coke to calm down,
I
like
need a
that.
drink. I need a fucking cigarette. This is fucking too
Yeah.
much. Blah blah. Yeah, no, they act completely different when the cameras are quote unquote off and they're not those personalities. And
Yeah.
that skeptic's there the whole time, like you said, just being a wet blanket, wanting to rag on everything, and then they finally after the medium fucking vomits his guts out and they send him to the hospital. They finally bring out that woman that like you said brings out the chair and all that and brings out the live possession of the little girl. And this is I don't know, you can kind of tell like they want to do it but they don't want to do it. It's so weird, like the little girl's like, yeah, no, we should do it. And it's like, dude, if I had a demon possessing me I wouldn't want to do it at all, you know?
Oh, and did you notice that she was looking at the cameras the entire time?
Yeah,
Like
like
there were shots where like she's like really far back, and they're like just in the corner talking, and she's just staring at the camera. I'm like, oh, that's so unsettling. She wants the camera. She wants the attention. Oh my goodness. Uh she unsettles me.
yeah, no,
Yeah, then
it's crazy.
you got the girl. She's like, "Oh, I know what you did last summer at the Ozarks. You sacrificed your wife to get good ratings or something like that. I forget what it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
exactly. But it was like, I got dirt on you. And he's like, no, no, none of this is true. None of this is true. And then she's like, yeah, well, how about this very specific moment in time that I'm referencing? How about that, huh? She just like seeing, I like seeing him freak out.
Yeah, because he's unsettled because it's like he hears voices of like of his dead wife speaking, not her particularly, but like the things she would say to him, and he's like, I think that might be someone I know, but he's not wanting to admit to it. And then him and that girl that is the leader, the medium, might be
Yeah.
fucking too, so it's just like, oh. And then how you said the the possessed girl was like, oh, you fucking let your wife die so you could become more powerful in the ratings and all that. And he's just all,
And
nah,
it
nah,
just
nah.
backfired. I like how once his wife died, it didn't actually work for him. Long term, it might have worked short term but long term, he's like on a desperate spiral. I'm like, man, all these people who make deals with the devil, or because it seemed like he made a deal with the devil at some point. Um, that's what's implied. What happened at the Ozarks? He made a deal with the devil. Um, all these people who make deals with the devil are so freaking short sighted. I'm like, don't ever make deals with the devil. Don't do that. He's gonna
Well,
steal your soul.
if you do, at least like make it more in your favor. Like they always ask for like the most minimum, like, oh, okay, I want fame and fortune, but it's like I want fame and fortune and a long life that doesn't involve devil things. You know what I mean? Like, be more specific in your
Yeah, it's like
wish.
I want a house with a mortgage paid off, no property taxes ever, uh, please, devil. That's what I would ask for. And like, I want a house in a good location, and I want a dog, and I want to have a garden, so I don't have to leave my house or my property ever. Can you do that for me, devil? And I'll do whatever you want.
And then you say like, "I want devil-proof pants that you can't get into," and try
You
to
can't get
ass
in my
rape me.
pants.
Yeah, yeah, no, none of that weird devil shit. I know you like doing. Devil loves that shit.
He does. He likes to set fire to pants, but only to liars. So I'm safe.
No, you're a pretty honest person. I, I'm
Yeah.
I, I'm I'm 100% sure you're 80% honest. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, that does
Yeah,
make sense. You're fully confident that I'm 80% honest.
but I'm terrible at
Honest.
math. So
4 out of 5 times I'm honest. One of the, you know what that reminded me of?
hmm.
The dentist, like those dentist ads. 4 out of 5 dentists recommend this.
There's always
It's like,
that one dentist that doesn't like. I don't fucking like this
I don't
shit.
like this toothpaste. I'm like, why? What's up? Why? Why am I not listening to you, dentist who doesn't like this toothpaste? Why am I listening to the other ones who do?
Yeah, why can't you just go with the group? Like, why
Well,
are you so negative?
actually, it's mostly it's probably good that he didn't go with the group. I'm thinking that the group was paid off, and he was like, "Nah, man, I ain't about your toothpaste. Screw your toothpaste. No money in the world is gonna get me to recommend your toothpaste to anyone." That's what I think was it. And then the other ones are paid off. They're like, "Yeah, yeah, we'll recommend this toothpaste to people. Thank you for the Benjamins.
Fucking, I don't know. I just don't like a
Big
dentist that.
toothpaste."
And so after they do that live possession, that's pretty scary.
Yeah.
That skeptic dude is like, nah, I could show y'all how this is done through hypnotism and smoke and mirrors, da da da. And he has that the sidekick of the talk show host imagine that he has worms coming out of him, and it's pretty graphic, but pretty cool.
Oh yeah, because like, imagine you have worms, and I really like how it shows that, like the first showing, it's just showing him with his perception that there
Hmm.
are actual worms on him, and he's like freaking out, and nobody's doing anything. But then there's another like perspective of him not having anything on him, but he's properly freaking out, like there is something on him. I'm like, okay, so this is real to him. Like, and this demon, in order to prove that this chick is a demon, made him hallucinate bugs crawling all over his skin. Ooh, devilly.
Hmm. And I'm trying to remember what happens after that, because I know, like,
Oh, her head splits open, and like a
yeah,
bunch of like weird colors start popping out, and everyone evacuates. And all I remember at the like, I think it's like towards the end of the movie, but I remember thinking, man, these cameramen, they're so dedicated to their job. Everyone's
fuck yeah,
leaving, but like they are filming it.
hell yeah, dude. You got those ones that are like in disasters. They're out there in the rain, like they forget about everything. They feel like they're invincible when they're behind the camera capturing stuff.
I have this tiny device. It's a fine shield between me and any lightning that happens.
Yeah, you can't hurt the cameraman. The cameraman never dies in the movies or everywhere. I don't
Man, we
know,
need more cameramen in movies, because then we would know they would never die.
dude. That seals the deal. See, you're 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5.
It's
Uh,
that's true.
yeah. So this is what happens. He plays back the footage, sees his dead wife, who, as a ghost, for some reason, she's manifested as in her cancer form and not like in a regular form. I don't know why in the
Like
afterlife you
she's the
would.
tumor?
No, it like, let's say you died and you were a ghost in the afterlife.
Yeah.
Why would you pick to look the ugliest you were? Unless there's
I
rules.
don't
Is
think you
there?
can pick.
Okay, there you go. Is there rules, like if you if you die, however you die, you are manifested like that in the afterlife. Like if you
Yeah, it's
die,
like Beetlejuice rules.
okay, I get you. So that was the rules. She died of cancer, so now in the afterlife she's gonna look like a sick cancer victim because she
Yeah,
died like
pretty
that,
much
right?
her
Okay,
entirety of her everything. I was about to say life, but she's dead already.
yeah. And he notices when they replay back the footage of the possession, her in the camera, and then that's when the girl like splits open and is rowdy, like killing everyone with her telepathic abilities. And then this like fourth wall breaking stuff happens to the talk show host, where he imagines the cult and he imagines himself talking to his sick wife, and there's just a lot of random stuff going on, and then it goes into 16 by 9 randomly for a little
Yeah.
bit.
Oh yeah. I completely blanked out like the quote true end of this film just because it's so weird and artsy.
Yeah.
I feel like the true end really should have been like the demon with her head splitting open and then just cuts to black with credits. I'm like, okay, that's what happened. And but it's supposed to be a documentary. Why are you showing me all this artsy shit if it's framed as a documentary?
Yeah, that's what kind of, not that it was bad, but it did kind of break its own rules, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, establish the rules and stick by them.
hmm No,
So
absolutely. So
I think
yeah,
that was the end of
that was
it.
weird. Yeah, and then oh well, he has that fourth wall breaking stuff, goes into 16 by 9, goes back, and then he ends up killing the little girl with that
Oh
dagger that was there,
yeah.
and he's like, "This is a dream. This is a dream. This is a dream. Wake up!"
And then
And
he's
he,
in the studio
uh
with
huh,
the girl and the police are coming and then that's the actual ending.
that's the ending. Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Okay. I really liked the premise. Like the
Yeah.
beginning, the middle are strong and then like I feel like it should have ended at like it either should have made a clear indication that the demon was messing with the guy's head. So when she gets stabbed, that it's like, okay, he didn't know what he was doing. He was in a trance by the demon, and he was just getting flashes of images everywhere. If he wanted to keep that, how it is, it's kind of but it's like, okay, he stabbed the girl. Okay, why? How
hmm
do you get from girl splitting head open to a bunch of weird montages that aren't in order or clear what's happening in them to he's stabbing her? Like, it's not clear. If it is supposed to be her fucking with him, it's not clear at all.
Yeah, yeah, it has like two different endings here, and you get to decide which one you want. Well, there's like you
Yeah.
said, the ending you want to pick, and then like the true quote unquote ending. But yeah, the part where it went into 16 by 9, and he's like, "Turn off your TVs, please. I'm in hell." And it's reminding me of the Twilight Zone, like as if his hell is being trapped in the television, and then he stabs the girl, and he's awake from it, and it's back to documentary.
Hmm.
I don't know. You're
I
right
don't
though.
know. It's a weird movie. Oh, it's just it's a strong premise at the beginning.
Yeah,
Uh, would have liked to see it end goodly, but can't win them all. I guess it's all
it's
right.
hard. It's hard to end a movie. It really is.
That's true.
Yeah.
It is hard to end a movie. Uh, what would you rate this?
I was pleasantly surprised it didn't go the route I thought it would, and then yeah, the ending was kind of weak, but the movie was very entertaining and scary. So I'd probably give it like a 7.
Yeah, seven's a good number. It's also what I
Yeah,
would give it to.
yeah,
Yeah, the
no,
if it was a clearer ending, it'd just be a higher score for me.
yeah. If it stuck with that documentary and didn't break the rules that it established, I think it'd be a little bit but it was still good. It was good.
Yeah,
No, it was good. Scary movie. I got here a
scary
game
movie.
for you
Games.
called Late Night TV Hosts, and so I had I've been using Grok because Grok kind of makes me laugh because it doesn't have as many rules as other AI, and
Right.
it lets you generate stuff. But I asked it to generate different TV show hosts, and I want you to just give me names of them. Not that they're in funny predicaments; they're just you're gonna notice a weird pattern here, and I want to see what you think of it. But these are late night
All right.
show hosts, and I want to see if you can guess their names. There's 7 of them. Let's take a look here. Let's see. Wait, is that right? Here we go.
Uh,
You know who
who the
that is?
fuck?
This is the person he was actually trying to beat in the movie.
Oh, it was based off of someone.
Yeah,
Oh, he's a robot man. I don't watch talk shows at all. I don't know any of their names.
this is Johnny Carson from. Well, it was in the 70s, I think, right where this took place, the movie.
Yeah, 77.
And for some reason, Grok was like, "Do you want to put him on Mars?"
I mean, some reason. Do you not know the reason? It's fucking Elon Musk, guy.
No, he loves
Yeah,
Mars. Yeah, he loves Mars.
yeah.
I like Mars, but I don't love Mars. Like, come on,
I mean, you don't have $300 billion,
That's true.
so
I'd
you
probably
can't
love
love
Mars.
Mars as much as he can.
Goddamn, I prefer Snickers. I think that's the same company. Next here, do you know who this
Oh,
talk show host is?
it's what the fuck? There's talk show hosts that look like that.
He's an
That's
older talk show host. Well, now
is he
this is
in
how he
like
looks
a
now.
hold on? Is he in an airplane, like one of those airplane towers?
So it asked me, "Do you want to put him in a spaceship?" And
What?
I was like, okay, so he's on a spaceship on Mars.
Mars again.
Yeah,
Is that the pattern?
there's
That
there's
could be the pattern.
there's gonna be a pattern built up where it's like, why are they? Why? And it's like because Grok asked me if I wanted to for some reason.
I think it's trained to ask you about spaceships.
That's so weird.
And, uh, who's this man? It's his name's Santa Claus.
This is David Letterman. This is David Letterman.
David Letter. Oh, I've heard that name. I don't
He,
think I've watched him though.
this is him as an older gentleman now. Let's see
Mm.
here. Do you know who this this is
Soft face McGee. He's on the ISS International Space Station.
I think it asked me if I wanted to put him on the moon. I think that's the moon out there.
Is there a moon base?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. That'd be cool
Oh,
though. I don't know why
yeah.
we don't go to the moon first before Mars. I've always said that. Like the moon's right there. Build a Walmart there, right?
I mean, there's a reason why we don't build stuff on the moon is because there's no atmosphere. Like at all. There's
Well, that
none.
I bet you 4 other scientists would think otherwise, and the 5th one would say bullshit like that.
Oh yeah, you're right about that. To be big paid off by Big Moon.
Uh huh. Big fucking NASA, big moon. That's Jay Leno,
Oh,
soft man McGee, soft face McGee.
soft man. Yeah, soft face McGee. All right.
Next here,
That's Conan.
that is Conan. Conan
I know who
O'Brien.
Conan O'Brien is.
Hell yeah, that's
I don't
good.
know
That's
why.
good that you do.
Are there dinosaurs on wait, hold on. What the fuck's going on in the background? There's a moon,
Uh huh.
and then on the surface of the moon is another moon. And
Uh
then
huh.
there's a little bowl, like an actual moon in the corner, like on top of there's 3 moons.
Uh huh.
4th moon, actually, there's a little hump there, and then dinosaurs.
So it did ask me, "Do you want to add more moons?" And then it asked me again, "Do you want to put dinosaurs?"
It just
And
out of nowhere.
yeah, it just asked me, and I was like, "Why not?" So I did that, and I did that straight up. Uh,
I'll have to test Grok.
this is a
This
goofy
looks
ass Conan O'Brien though,
yeah, it does look like is he so goofy?
like inbred. Uh,
Oh, that's I don't know who that guy is. He's an alcoholic. Uh, He's all okay. Here's the thing with Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Yeah, that's his name.
Hmm.
He's always drunk, so it means he's never drunk. If you're consistently at like a state of mind and he's doing it at a drunk, you can never tell that he's drunk because he's always drunk. So that's always his behavior. That's always how you see it.
Isn't that
You don't
kind of
register it.
how the character what's his name from Pirates of the Caribbean? Jack
Captain
Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow, yeah. Yeah.
He's always drunk. So that's why he never like he's never unbalanced on a boat, because on land he's all topsy turvy, but on a boat he's at a standstill.
Yeah. That makes sense. And that's why
Jimmy
he's
Fallon.
dressed like a pirate here. With dinosaurs, by the way. In the background, it's some like a mariachi band.
It asked me, "Do you want to put him on a pirate ship?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not? Why not?"
Oh
Next
my
here.
goodness. Who is this chick?
No, I didn't. Do you know who this is?
No. Joanne.
She does look like Joanne.
Roseanne.
That's close. Her name's
Martha Stewart.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh. I've never watched her.
She actually had a talk show for a little while back in the day. She's a lesbian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then
there's cakes.
It asked me if I want to add cupcakes.
There's just a dinosaur standing on the ocean. Look, it's just standing there. It's not even on the ledge.
Just floating like a float.
Yeah, just floating.
And the cupcakes have pirate hats, so that's cool.
So festive. It couldn't be a party without the cupcakes having a hat.
No, they're like you said, festive. They're hanging out. They're included.
Yeah, they better be.
Mm-hmm. Lastly, here, do you know who this cool cat is?
It's Trevor Noah.
Close. No.
No?
There was an old talk show host named Arsenio Hall.
Who's that?
He's an actor. He was in Coming to America. He was one of the actors in Coming to America.
Oh.
I believe.
You know who came to America?
Who's that?
Trevor Noah. He's from South Africa.
Is South Africa the one where mostly like whites are from? Or
yeah.
White? Okay, white pale, white skinned.
I mean, it's at the bottom of the southern hemisphere, and I got a lot of sun there.
I like this dinosaur.
He looks so goofy. It looks like he has two eyes on one side.
And then it asked me if I wanted to do a hot air balloon, so I was like, sure, why not? Yeah.
Dinosaurs, cupcakes, hot air balloons, and space. All right, Grok. I think I know what you're into.
Well, if people want to be into mint salad, where can they find the wonderful mint salad at?
All of my socials are at autisticboobs.com. I do daily movie reviews at youtube.com/ASpresents. That's where you can find me.
Wonderful. She's wonderful, everyone. And you can find me and my mustache anywhere podcasts are available. Just search That's All Funny. The YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Lorenzo Areola, where we have videos up every day, as well as That's All Kayfabe on Mondays and Areolas on Tuesdays. Check that out. And anywhere podcasts are available. I want to thank Mint Salad for being here. I want to thank everyone for listening, watching, reviewing, and waiting with us. And take care. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.